Hello, it's so nice that you have me today as a special guest. I'm very sorry that I'm not here by camera, but on Sundays we're not in the office usually, so my laptop is broken. But I'm very happy to be here and answer questions or tell you a little bit about our history. Thank you so much also for making a recap with the nice photos. Some of the photos I don't even have, so it would be a pleasure to receive them after. They're very
Yeah.
nice. And I
Yes.
remember my trip as if it was yesterday. So it was a really nice experience also to see Regulatpro being available in your country, and that everybody has so many nice stories to tell about the product and about the experiences that the customers already made with Regulat. So I'm very happy to be here today.
Yeah. Thank you because today is we know it's a Sunday for you. We are so sorry, but we are glad that you could join us today.
No, of course. If you want, I can, because I'm already part since 11 years now of the company. So if you want, I can give you a little bit of an insight, how I see the Gulat history, and maybe also talk a little bit of the family if you want.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Because what I
Please,
think is
please
so
pass our regard to Dr. Alexander.
Yes, because what I think is so special about the company, it's now already 85 years old. So it's very, very special that this trend of organic foods, of like really inner healing supplements, his grandfather, Dr. Hans Niedermeyer, already started 85 years ago. And now like fermentation, enzymes, plant medicine is now a bigger trend than ever. So I think there you won't probably find a bigger specialist in that field than we are, because we are doing it since over 85 years already. And what is also special, we have our own production site. So everything you find at Dr. Niedermeyer, we produced it ourselves, regional in Hohenbrunn. You already saw our company yourself, and you saw how we produce everything by 6 to 8 weeks of a special patented fermentation process, which is very unique because we are the only ones who are allowed to ferment 3 times in a row, which is called a multi-ferment cascade fermentation process. And by this, we can split up all the enzymes and also all like all the superfoods we ferment, like the artichokes, the dates, the onions, like everything is from organic farms that we work with since decades. And we wash them, we cut them, and then we put them 6 to 8 weeks in the fermentation process, sometimes even longer. And what we also do is we cool down the fermentation so that the vitamins don't get harmed during the fermentation, because during fermentation it starts to heat up. So you have to make sure it cools down again during the process. And after we make different kind of products, like we have the Regulatpro Bio, but we also have many more regulats that all, like the beauty drink, for example, where we combine hyaluronic acid, vegan hyaluronic acid, which is also important, biotin, zinc, and all these beauty boosters, because we made studies that prove that if you combine the Regulat essence, then all the substitutes will be absorbed by the body 300% more effective. So we have we call it the carrier effect, like a better transportation mechanism for key ingredients. You can kind of imagine it that way. And what I think is so fascinating, that Dr. Hans Niedermeyer was already aware of the fermentation benefits and about the enzymes, especially the digestive enzymes, because which is so important about the digestive enzymes is that it helps your body break down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins from the food. And this is necessary to allow for the absorption of nutrients and to maintain optimal health. So without these enzymes, the nutrients in your food go to waste. And that is, I think, a big problem nowadays, because our food is harmed by hormones, also with heavy metals, and we have a lot of stress. So for our body, it got very hard to get good nutrition from our daily food. Even if we think we eat healthy, most of the time our body cannot really absorb the nutrients, because often we have like our organs aren't really healthy, and also our digestive system is blocked because due to the heavy metals, the like the hormones, the radiation we are going through, all the stress factors. So what Regulat does, it is already broken up. It is already kind of digested, pre-digested, so the body can entirely absorb it and benefit from all its nutrients, like the enzymes, the natural vitamins, the secondary plant essences. And so you get everything you need just from one shot daily, which is amazing. If you have any, I just wanted to ask if you have some questions. Otherwise, I can also tell you about a fun story regarding how we actually found out about its healing effects. I don't know if you know the story with the dog.
Yeah, maybe you can share to us the family story.
Yeah, because actually, Dr. Hans Niedermeyer, he actually worked as a manufacturer for different companies. Like, he didn't really have his own products, which he was selling, but due to him being a really, really great scientist, he was producing like many different like plant pharmaceuticals, phytopharmaceuticals, especially for big companies. So he was always trying to find new ways of extracting like health benefits from natural ingredients. So he was always in his laboratory and playing around with all the substitutes. And so one day he created this substance, which he didn't even have a name for. And he was just like playing around with it for, I think it was a couple of months. And but he started recognizing how much potential the substance has due to his testings in the laboratory. And then they had a family dog. It was a small Yorkshire Terrier. And it was his wife that owned the dog. It was the family dog. And they noticed that each time they were going on a walk on the fields next to the house, the dog had problems breathing. And it took like a couple of weeks, and the condition was getting worse and worse. And one day, sadly, the dog died. And this happened actually again to the next dog. And then when they had the third dog and they noticed, okay, this is starting all over again, something must be wrong. The dad said, okay, I want to try this new essence I'm working on because I have in my guts the feeling it will help the dog. And so they gave the dog some of this essence in the mouth and waited a little bit. And it didn't even take 5 minutes. And the dog that was really like already almost dying, he was walking in the kitchen and was really healthy and full of energy. So the father was like, okay, now I have to get really into it, why it helped so much and so fast. So after doing some more testing and giving the dog this essence every day and noticing that the dog won't get sick again, he found out that what happened was when they went walking by the fields were sprayed with chemicals. And the dog was getting the toxins from the chemicals in his throat and had like really high levels of toxins, and that's why he couldn't breathe anymore because he was so intoxicated. And what the Regulat did, it was the Regulat that he was working on back then. It was so detoxing and was so regulating on the whole organism of the dog that it actually made it possible that even though he was walking on that chemical field every day, that he didn't get sick like the other dogs. And it was working so well on the dog that he started making tests on humans. And so they found out that it had this whole regulating and detoxifying effect on the body and also on animals, which is why we always say Regulat is not only for the humans, but it is like a wonder essence for the whole family. And we have so many customers that really tell us healing stories from their cats, dogs, even horses. where they put it in the food of the animals, and the animals get like really, really healthy again. Even we had a dog with a tumor, and they wanted to put him to sleep, and the tumor stopped. How do you say, like stop growing after 4 days of intake with Regulat. And also we have stories that the fur grows back by horses that got fallen out fur. So it's like a miracle essence, I have to say, because I met so many great experiences myself with it. And that's the great about the Regulat essence, due to it being such an all-rounder and being like regulating the whole metabolism. It usually works different with each individual. Like we get feedbacks that it helps with neurodermitis, psoriasis, that it helps treating cancer, that it helps also with skin illnesses. We also made some study that it is anti-mycotic. So even if you have like fungal diseases, it will help. So it is like, I always say you can apply it from baby to grandfather, grandmother, even to your pet. So it's like a natural pharmacy that everyone actually should have at home, because even if you burn your hand, or if you have a cut, or you fall and you have an open knee, or if you have, I don't know, if it's a cold or like a chronic disease, I have so much experiences in the last 11 years that it really almost helps with anything. So it's always a good idea to at least combine it with a therapy, because it's always beneficial. And that's why my mother-in-law, she started doing all these great studies with the biggest German universities like LMU, Technical University in Munich, Cologne University. And because she said it's such an amazing product that helps so much, I want the proof that it does. And I want to know why it works as well. So we found out that it not only increases the natural killer cells, which is really important, because every day we like in us are growing potential tumor cells. But if we have enough natural killer cells, you can really see it under the microscope. They will eat these potential tumor cells and no tumor will start growing. So what Regulat does, and we really proved it in a study, it increases the production of the natural killer cells in your body. So this whole theme about prevention, about longevity, we have proved that Regulat really does this. Also, the cell energy increases. We made a study on the adenostriphosphate, it's called. It's the cell energy level. And we found out it not only increases when you are sick, but it also increases up to 186% if you are like a healthy person, which is amazing, because in a natural way, doctors would say it's not possible, but with Regulat it is. And so we have also studies that it is anti-inflammatory. So all these trends now, longevity, organic, fermentation, to be honest, we combine it all. And that's what makes it so special, because we are not like a small startup that is now focusing on some trends, but we are really doing this since 85 years with our own research, with big universities, with our own regional production, producing environmentally friendly. And it's like a really honest and high premium product that I think everybody should have in their household.
We do agree with you. That's why we always admire like how was it produced with all the organic. Yeah, I think we are very glad to have found this product, because we know of its potent function due to the ingredients used and the.
Yeah, what many don't are aware of is that you can also use it with babies and children. Like, for example, if they have, I don't know the English word, colican, it's called, like if they have digestive issues, you can give it in drop form to babies. And also often babies have bad skin conditions, or they scratch themselves, and you don't want to put anything chemical on a child. So we have so many also good experiences to use the Regulat essence, the Regulatpro Bio on small children, even for the inner use and also for the outer use, because even like when you're very small, the immune system is starting to build. So it's very important to support a child's immune system when it's growing, you know. So I think Regulatpro Bio should also be recommended to be used with children. If someone has questions, you can also send it to me in the chat, because right now I don't hear you. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Maybe after the session, if there's any more question, I will compile it and email it to you. Is that all right?
Yes, of course. Also, if it's interesting to you, through my work, also with influencers and direct customers, I have so many before and after pictures and healing success stories. If you want, I would love to send you some of them, just that you can also see and not only hear about the healing stories.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I mean, as a side topic, maybe we can organize another Zoom with you separately with our internet team for the more intensive, I would say, product training.
Yeah, of course. Also, if you have any direct questions, also to our laboratory or for the people in our production, or even also to Dr. Alexander May, who can't be here today, sadly. But if you have any direct questions, we would be more than happy to get them answered to you. So please feel free anytime if you have some questions or special needs, just please contact us.
Okay. Thank you for your sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much.